Hi, this is Kate with Kate's Paper Creations. Welcome to my weekly video and blog where I feature current products. And today my card features current products and just a little bit of a sneak peek at some things that are going to be coming up in the January 2021 mini catalog and celebration catalogs. But today I am sharing with you a technique that's new to me called layering squares technique. I've seen a lot of layering circles techniques, and I've got another one video coming up on the 12th. Today is December 28th, but on the 12th I am going to have a video featuring layering circles, and it shows many different styles and types. But for today, this is what I have for you. But you might want to subscribe to my blog so that you won't miss out on that one on the 12th. Let me tell you what we've got going here. I started with just a standard Whisper White thick card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Now, if you haven't heard, Whisper White is going away. Matter of fact, it's probably already gone. And a new basic white is going to take its place because the factory that produced it has gone away, and so Stampin' Up! Had to find a different source. So that is going away. And those numbers for the new products have new numbers for ordering, and if you need those, message me and I will send them off to you. Okay, so here's the base. Now for this one, I am using some of the ombre 6x6 Designers Series papers that are going to be coming out in the celebration catalog, and you can get them for free with a $50 merchandise purchase. And this is what they look like. There is Rococo Rose and Bermuda, try and get one of the others, Bermuda Bay, right there, and Granny Apple Green, like that, and Blackberry Bliss. You're going to want to get some of that. Very versatile, very fun. So that is the paper you see here for the first layer. And for the second card that I'm going to make for you, I'm going to use a piece of the Granny Apple Green. And we will just attach that to the front of the card. There's the purple Blackberry Bliss, I should say, backside. It's got Granny Apple Green on the other side. Has that lovely faded ombre look. And we're going to attach that to the card front. Just like that. Okay, then we are going to make the pieces. We're going to use the pieces that we need to make this. And I used the stitched shape framelits. And I used the 3 largest, 1, 2, 3, just like that. Then you need 3 colors, and you need 2 of each color. The first color you need 2 of is you need die 1 and die 3 of this color. Then you need, for the middle size, you need 2 of the same color. And then for your third color, you need die 1 and die 3. Okay? And then you're going to cut these in half. And you could probably just eyeball it, but I'm going to use the trimmer because I want to make sure I get a good straight edge. It makes a big difference. And I'm not actually measuring, I'm just kind of eyeballing what the center looks like. Close is good. It doesn't have to be perfect. And there's those 2 pieces. Then I'm going to put these 2 together because it'll cut through both layers without any trouble at all. And center that like that. And then the last 2 pieces. And we'll figure out how to center those. It's so fun because I am sitting inside and it is snowing outside. and it is just turning white very quickly out there. I didn't expect it to be sticking because it was pouring rain very hard up until just about 10 minutes ago. And as you saw in the opening, it was snowing, and now it's even starting to stick even more. Okay, back to the cards. I'm a crazy snow person. Okay, so then you're going to create 2 groups of 3. Large pink, or large Rococo Rose. Let me use the right colors. Large Rococo Rose, medium Blackberry Bliss, small Granny Apple Green. Then I'm going to take and make a large Granny Apple Green, a medium Blackberry Bliss, and a small Rococo Rose. Now I've still got enough here to make another card, so I'll be able to make 2 cards with those same pieces. But for now we don't need these, so I'm going to set them aside. Now we are going to start by layering these on each other, and you want to tuck them to the left hand side and even on the flat edge, just like that, and like that bunch. And we're going to have them sit like this. And then when you get done, well, let's just stick them because it's messing with them here. Let's just go ahead and get this on here. Like that. And again, I'm just tucking them up. Get it the right way so that the stitching shows. Oopsie. And then I turned it over. Get the stitching so it's all the right way. Okay, and then when you put them on the card, they're going to line up like this so that the green and the purple and the red, I say those words again, all line up. Okay, so that's how those are built. It's just like that. I got a little bit of a tag here I don't like, and I'm going to just tuck it up. There we go. So that's how it's going to go on the card front. And you can leave a little bit of a gap between these, or you can put them up tight to each other. That's a choice that you can make. I am going to give them just a little bit of a gap, and I'm going to what I call dry fit, so I can see that this margins are going to be equal after I put it together. And so I want to make sure that these, because I want it to be centered. So I'm kind of eyeballing it. I think that's pretty close. Okay, so I'm going to put this one on, and it's just going to go on flat. And if you're worried about getting it straight, you could always bring in your handy dandy little square and butt it up and make sure, and it is. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and then let's attach this one. And again, you're just going to line up those 3 colors, and I'm going to spread mine out just a little bit. You can do this. Now you can cut your squares. These are cut with the stitched shape framelits. You could do this with just the regular layering squares, layering squares, and you could do it with another layer and have a 4th layer. You could do it with the scallops layering squares and get another totally different look. So this is what you've got. I wanted to be sure and let you know there's some other options there. Okay, the next thing I did was from Special Someone, are the stamp set I used, and I used the little mouse and the balloons, and then it also has dies that cut those out. And so I made myself a little mouse and 3 balloons using the Rococo Rose, Granny Apple Green, and Blackberry Bliss. So I've got 3 balloons. I didn't like the white edging that was left behind, so I trimmed it off. But there's those. Then I also cut 3 strands of snail mail twine here. And this is from the new mini catalog. And it's part of a stamp collection called Snail Mail. And this is one of the threads that's with it. So that's in the new catalog. So there's another little sneak peek. I'm going to attach the mouse with dimensionals. Just put a couple of mini dimensionals on the back of this one. And he's going to sit right down here. And then I'm going to attach the balloons with a regular dimensional. Like this. And to the back of each of those, I am going to attach the one end of the string so that it comes out down here at the bottom where the bottom of the balloon would be. So I'm going to attach those and just stick it to the dimensional like this. And then, and actually, well, we'll see. I'm going to put them on and we'll see. And then I'm moving everything around. Okay, so then I'm going to put a balloon there. And I cut this string. I measured from here to here and just cut the string to fit. I'm going to put another balloon here. And I'm going to change my mind. And I'm not going to dimensionalize this last one. I'm going to peel that dimensional off. And I'm going to put this one on flat so that my balloons have some dimension. And so I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to tuck it in kind of between those two, and it's going to be flat. That gives some dimension to my balloons. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, then I'm going to attach this strip. And this strip is going to go across right here and cover up that gap between those design pieces that I made. And to do that, I'm just going to put some scrap dimensional on the back and find my scissors so I can make this a little thinner because I don't want it to show. There we go. Put that one on here. And that'll support this piece all the way across. We'll peel this off. And I'm just going to go right over the top of those threads as well. And that'll help hold them in place also. This piece is 1/2 inch wide by 5 inches long. So it leaves just a little tiny gap at each end. And that covers up that seam in the center. Okay, then for these strings to stay on the mouse's little hand, I'm going to use just a little bit of glue. And this is Eileen's Quick Dry Tacky Glue. And you just need a little tiny bit. If you can get it to come out, because the plug, it always plugs up. There we go. Little tiny bit. Just like that, which is probably more than you need. I'll take some away with my finger. And I'm going to tuck those strings right into his little hand and just stick them there and let them dry. And then we'll spread them out a little bit like that. And then they'll hold just fine. And then we need a sentiment. And I used this stamp and die set called Mini Messages. This is another sneak peek into the new spring mini catalog from Stampin' Up. And this is the stamp, and they're all the words and everything are all on the stamp. I use the Stamparatus for that. And then you put this on and cut it out. And you cut out a whole page full of different sentiments, and it's really handy. And this is the sentiment I'm choosing to use. Hooray, it's your birthday. I'm going to just attach it with some snail, just like this. And there is the card for today. So you got a little bit of current materials, or products, I should say, and you get to see a little sneak peek at the snail mail twine and the ombre designer series papers, and you got to see a little sneak peek at that mini messages bundle as well. That'll both come up in January 5th when the catalog goes live. So if you want to know more about those layering circles cards that I've got coming up on January 12th, be sure and hit the subscribe button. And I hope also that you will consider shopping with me in my online store, and the link for that is in the description below. Thanks for stopping by.